Hello everyone, my name is Ethan Wynia. And a little bit of background before I say my testable question. I was preparing for track one day, it was coming up, and I thought to myself, is a track really the best way to run, like a synthetic track? Like, is there a reason why we use it? Is it any faster? And that's where I came up with my question. Does running surface affect your running speed or the amount of energy used to run? To test this, I used 5 different running surfaces: synthetic track, dirt track, grass, turf, and concrete. And I did about 10 timed 50-yard dashes on each of them. And this is what I found. So there's 2 main parts to my testable question. The first part is, does running surface affect running speed? And the second part is, does running surface affect energy used to run? To answer the first part of that question, we look at the average times for each surface. This is on the left of my presentation. We find the fastest to be the synthetic track at about 5.7 seconds, second at cement at 5.9 seconds, third is grass at 6.1, and turf is at 6.2, and then the slowest was dirt track at about 6.4 seconds. This does clearly show that running surface does affect running speed, giving us a fastest and slowest with about 0.7 seconds between them. I believe that these difference in times can be attributed to the hardness of the surface, right? The harder the surface, the faster the times are. With the dirt track being practically sand, you can not get much force pushing back on you when you go forward. The only problem is that cement's the hardest surface here, but it has the second fastest time. I think that's because the synthetic track has a little bit of bounce in it compared to the cement, so that you still have something to push against that's very hard, but you also have a little bit of spring to push you forward. Now to answer the second part of my question, we look at the graph on the right of my presentation. The trend lines that are there with each set of variables would be what I would use to determine which one is best at either conserving energy or waste the most energy, because as you go farther in the runs, you'd have less energy and your times would be the slowest, meaning you'd have the steepest trend line. Problem is that 2 of the trend lines, turf and dirt track, have negative slopes, meaning that as I got farther in runs, the times actually got a little bit faster. So because of this, I think my experiment was badly designed to answer this question, and you can't really find a conclusive result with the data that I have. Thank you for listening to my presentation about running surface, running speed, and energy used.